Ryan DeFrady's Secret Agent is an action-packed adventure for children ages 7 to 12. As any spy, he's arrogant, reckless, and always wants to work alone. That is, until he gets paired up with his mom. Spending time with parents is fun. Come along on this action-packed adventure series as Ryan DeFrady's and his mom save the day, teaching lessons in respect, authority, kindness, forgiveness, overcoming fears, and biblical truths. Watch Ryan DeFrady's Secret Agent on Smile every Friday and Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Freddie, David, Melissa, and their friends find themselves navigating the rough waters of peer pressure, temptation, fear, dealing with bullies, lack of self-esteem, and so much more. Each episode shows the characters praying to Jesus, asking Him for guidance and wisdom. Watch Sea Kids on Smile every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Who is the devil?
The devil is also called Satan. The word devil means liar or enemy. Satan used to be an angel, but he wanted to be like God, so he fought against God, and God kicked him out of heaven. Ever since then, Satan has worked on earth, trying to defeat God and God's people. He is God's enemy, but God is far stronger than Satan. In the end, Satan will be thrown into hell and suffer forever.
And now we know!
Kids Club.
Hear the radical romping, devil stomping, Bible talking, faith walking, overcoming, ever loving, curtain climbing, Kids Club. We're the radical romping, devil stomping, Bible talking, faith walking,
Kids Club.
overcoming, ever loving, curtain climbing, Kids Club.
Hi and welcome to the Radical Romping, Devil Stomping, Bible Talking, Faith Walking, Overcoming, Ever Loving, Curtain Climbing, Kids Club. Can you say that, Cody? Can you say that, Jack? This is Cody. He is my baby. He's the newest member of the Kids Club right here. And this is Kaylin. Can you say hi? Hi, there's Kaylin. We want you to be a part of the Kids Club today. We're having so much fun, and we're going to have fun with you today. I want you to get on your tennis shoes and do your exercises and say your ABCs, and we're going to go have really good music videos today. We're just going to have a lot of fun. We want you to stay tuned and be a part of it. So we also have a story, and it's about a centurion, a man with a lot of faith, and I'm going to tell you all about it. But you sit back and watch and have fun today with us. We love you.
Kids Club.
What do you want to talk about, Caleb?
Horses!
Horses! You want to talk about horses? Well, let me see if I can find a horse joke, okay? All right, just a minute. What does a 500-pound mouse say, Kaylin?
No.
He says, here, kitty, kitty.
Why?
Is that funny?
Let's book the...
Thank you. Kaylin, what does an owl that has laryngitis say?
I know.
Well, he just doesn't give a hoot.
Real channel for me, cause I know how it is when I'm feeling down. I start rapping like hit your safety alert, you don't get hurt. Hey, Short Stuff, that's good advice. Hi, my name is Officer Reed, and this is my little partner, Short Stuff, and we're from the Santa Ana Police Department, and we're here to give you some safety tips about how to take good care of yourself. Hey, Short Stuff, what do you do when you go to school? Hey, when I go to school, I go with two. Say what? I go with two. What do you mean you go with two? Well, it's better to go to school with two. With two what? Two people. Oh, you mean you don't walk by yourself? I always go with a friend. Hey, that's called the buddy system. And that's being safe. So with your safety alert, you don't get hurt. Very good, Short Stuff. Very good.
Okay, are you guys ready to stretch? Yeah, let's bring our hands all the way up to the ceiling. Stretch it out. Bring your arms down. One more time. Oh, just let all the tension go away. Thank Jesus for all that He's done today. Bring our hands down. Now stretch your toes way out and touch your toes. And just stretch your muscles. How many of you can tell Jesus, thank you for this wonderful day? Thank you, Jesus. Now let's stretch up. You tell Jesus you love Him. Say, I love you, Jesus. Yeah, now let's stretch back down and touch your toes. Really stretch and relax. And just think about how wonderful your day's been. Now let's reach back up. Okay, now let's bring our hands down. And we're going to drop our heads over to our shoulder and stretch our neck out. Doesn't that feel good? Are you relaxing? Yes. Now to the other side. Really stretch that muscle out in your neck. And just relax. If you want to shut your eyes, that's okay. Now let's do it again to the other side. Oh, that feels good. Now let's bring our arm in a circle and around. Good. The other side. That's good. Kaylin, can you reach up to the sky? Reach all the way up. Good. Now let's reach down and touch our toes again. Relax. Now let's reach up again.
Is she asleep yet?
Yes, she's asleep. Good.
It's a zoo day. It's the time to visit the animals with you day. It's a zoo day. What no one would have called a 2x2 day. It's a zoo day. A lion, elephant, monkey, kangaroo day. There's so much to do, lots of fun for me and you. It's a zoo day today.
A day for watching the animals. A day for thanking God for them all. A day to laugh, a day to learn. A day for all the creatures great and small.
It's a zoo day. It's a time to visit the animals with you day. It's a zoo day. What no one would have called a 2x2 day. It's a zoo day. A lion, elephant, monkey, kangaroo day.
There's so much to do.
Lots of fun for me and you.
It's a zoo day today.
Oh, this is great. You want to sing another song?
Do you know another song, Babushka?
The boys and the girls, Pa. And some of the grown-ups around here who just don't know need to learn the books of the Bible.
Okay.
Pa, did you know that I know them in a song?
Really? And who is assisting you on the piano over there again?
Well, Pa, his name is Dr. Walter Mills.
Really? Well, I knew Walt was a great singer, but I didn't really know he played the piano.
Well, he doesn't, but we're going to put up with him anyway, Paul.
Okay.
He doesn't sing too good either sometimes, but we love him.
Oh, yeah, no, he sings very well.
Well, he's cute, so that's all that matters.
I
Okay.
see. Okay, here we
You
go.
want to learn the books of the Bible, Paul?
Yes, I would like to very
Yeah,
much.
it starts like this. Now let us Christians try to tell the books of the Bible we love so well. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers. Pa,
What?
what is a Deuteronomy?
That is a Hebrew word.
What does it mean, Pa?
Jan will explain it later.
That means that you don't have a clue what it means.
It is part of the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Old
But
Testament.
I mean, what does Deuteronomy mean, Pa? Pa, I love you, even though you don't have a stinking clue what it means. Neither do I.
Could we
Anyway,
just sing the song?
Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges,
Yes.
Ruth, Samuel, Samuel, Kings, Chronicles, and Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job.
Job.
It's Job, Paul. Job. Psalms.
Psalms.
Why does it start
The
with a
P
P?
is silent. Psalms,
All
Proverbs.
silent isn't P, and all P isn't silent. Why is that P silent?
Could we just go on? Psalms, Proverbs.
No, it's Proverbs. The P is silent.
Psalms, Proverbs.
No, Proverbs. Psalms or Proverbs are alms and albers. Whatever.
Babushka,
If this P is silent, it's silent. Let's not give it one and not
don't
the other.
argue with me anymore. It is Psalms, Proverbs, and Ecclesiastes.
It's getting late, folks. Song of Ooh, have you ever read Song of Solomon,
Could
Paul?
we just hurry up and get this song
That made
over
my
with?
blood run. Have you ever read the Song of Solomon? Woo!
Jan will talk to you later about that.
And Isaiah.
Jeremiah,
What is a lamentation?
When the prophet Jeremiah lamented for the sorrow of his people of Israel.
Is that a nice book to read, Paul?
It is a very serious book.
Yes, Paul. Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel,
Hosea,
Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, and New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts and Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians and Ephesians, Philippians and Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st Timothy and 2nd Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews and James.
Ooh, that was good.
1st and 2nd
Peter.
Paul, why don't we have a
1st and 2nd John. 3rd John, Jude, and Revelation. Very good, Babushka. Very good.
Thank you.
Now, maybe someday you'll sing them straight through once without all those interruptions so that the boys and girls can learn it a little easier, a little
never,
better.
Pa.
That was it.
I love you anyway. And the books of the Bible are the most wonderful thing in the whole wide world to read. Especially Song of Solomon and a few others. Paul. I love you. Bye.
I love you too, Babushka.
Bye.
All right, it's story time. Yeah, me too. You know what, boys and girls? A lot of us think that American soldiers are the very best soldiers in the whole wide world. Isn't that right? Yeah. And we're proud of our soldiers, aren't we? But you know, we've seen all those G.I. Joe cartoons where we're the good guys and we always win. But you know who the best soldiers were during Jesus' time? It was the Roman army. And they weren't the good guys. They were the bad and the mean. The Romans had conquered the whole world back then, and their soldiers were the roughest, toughest guys around. And they didn't care who they hurt or who they killed. And I bet none of you would want to run into one of them, would you?
No way!
The leaders of the Roman army were called centurions. And these guys didn't mess around, and they meant business. And they were as tough as nails. And when Pilate ordered Jesus to be crucified on the cross, who do you think he gave the job to? You guessed it. It was a centurion. And today our story is about a centurion who was put in charge of putting Jesus to death. And he was a strong and he was a tough soldier. And he had seen lots of people die. But he could tell that there was something really different about Jesus. You know, Jesus was innocent and he hadn't done anything that deserved death. And you know something? The more the centurion stood watching Jesus on the cross, the more he felt sorry inside for what he had done.
Beyond doubt, this man was innocent.
All of a sudden, there was a huge earthquake.
Truly, this man was the Son of God.
Can you guess who was the very first person to believe in Jesus after his death? It was the centurion. This man was so impressed with Jesus that he was sure Jesus was who he claimed to be. He was the only Son of God.
That's right!
Later that day, a rich man who was a secret believer in Jesus came before Pilate to ask for the body of Jesus. He wanted to make sure that Jesus had a decent burial.
Procurator Pontius Pilate, I am Joseph of Arimathea.
Oh, I know you. You're one of the Sanhedrin. Well, you had your way. Jesus is crucified.
I ask for the body of Jesus.
Can't you even wait until he's dead?
But he is dead, sir.
I don't believe you. Jesus was a strong man. Guard! Where is the centurion in charge of the crucifixion?
He's here now, sir.
Jesus of Nazareth.
He is dead, sir. We made sure of it before we left the hill.
Why do you want his body?
I was his friend.
Friend? Now, after he's dead, I meet one of his friends. Yes. Take the body.
Thank you, sir.
Joseph of Arimathea. I would have saved him if I could. So, he's dead.
Sir, we killed an innocent man.
Don't you think I know that? But I was ordered to keep the peace in this miserable land.
Yes, sir.
He died for peace.
But the enemies of Jesus weren't satisfied, and they came to Pilate and asked that soldiers be sent to guard his grave so that his disciples couldn't steal the body and then claim that he had risen from the dead. His enemies weren't taking any chances.
This tomb is now sealed by the authority of Rome. You two, keep watch all night, and don't fall asleep. I'll send you replacements at dawn.
None of us sleep. After watching all day?
Oh, come now. It's not like we're working. We are guarding a dead man.
Boy, were they in for a surprise. The soldiers didn't realize that the biggest miracle in all of history was about to take place, because that night there was a big earthquake and the ground underneath them started to rumble and shake. And the Bible tells us that the soldiers were so frightened that they fell to the ground and laid there paralyzed with fear. These big, tough soldiers fell over on their faces like dead men, and they were scared out of their wits. They had never seen anything like this, and an angel of the Lord came down, and his face looked so bright, like a lightning, and he rolled away the stone in front of the grave. Can you imagine that? Awesome! You know why the angel rolled away the stone? It wasn't to let Jesus out, because he had already risen, but it was so that the whole world could see the empty tomb and to realize that Jesus had conquered death. That's why. And for a long time, the soldiers laid on the ground, too scared to even move. And when they finally worked up enough courage to look inside the tomb, they just couldn't believe their own eyes.
The body's gone. You saw what happened. The gods have taken him.
Do you think Pilate is going to believe that?
Well, when the soldiers told their boss, the centurion, what had happened, he went straight to see Pilate because the news of Jesus' resurrection was spreading all over town.
Sir, the story flies through Jerusalem. Jesus is risen, they say. His apostles and several women have seen him and touched him.
Then arrest them. Arrest all of them. And stop them from telling those lies.
We can't, sir. They've escaped into Galilee.
If your soldiers had done their duty...
They did their duty. But all the Roman legions could not have held Jesus of Nazareth.
You really believe it? You believe he was resurrected? Well, I don't believe it. I did not order the killing of the Son of God.
Pilate never did believe in Jesus, as far as we know. And he had all the same evidence and all the same proof of Jesus' resurrection as the centurion. And yet he had hardened his heart. And he was too proud to admit that he had made a mistake. But the centurion believed in Jesus with all of his heart, and someday you and I will see him in heaven. Isn't that great? Yeah! You know, God loves to do impossible things, and only God could take a rough, tough centurion in charge of putting Jesus on the cross and make him the very first believer after Jesus' death. And you know what? If God can change this man's heart, just think what he can do in the lives of your friends who don't even know him yet. Isn't that right? Yeah.
If you will confess with your mouth that Jesus Christ is Lord.
song. Are you ready? All right, let's go. 26 letters in the alphabet. Let's take it slowly, step by step. What's the first one? A, then D, followed by the letter C. Kids, now this time, why don't we take the whole alphabet and put it all together? Are you ready? Okay, let's go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. That was great. Let's sing it again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now you know your ABCs. I'm sure your parents will be pleased. When you learn your ABCs, you deserve a great big squeeze. I sure hope you've had fun today on the Kids Club. I know we have. Did you do your exercises? You little stinkers, you better get up and do those when those come on, okay? You know, today was a story about the centurion. He had a lot of faith in Jesus, that his servant would be healed. And you know what? That's all you have to do is just have faith. And God is always with you. I want you to always remember that Jesus is always right there beside you, anywhere you are, okay? And today I want you to make it a really good day, and I want you to make it a great week, and I will see you here, the same place, same time, next week, right here on the Kids Club. I love you.
And if you want to be part of the Kids Club, you gotta write me. That's the Kids Club, P.O. Box A, Santa Ana, California, 92711. That's the Kids Club, P.O. Box A, Santa Ana, California, 92711. And I'll see you next week right here on the Kids Club.
Curtain climbing Kids Club.
Lori, would you like to remove the glasses? I think I will. It's very distracting. Oops.
Kids Club.
I got a seed in my hand.
I'm gonna watch it grow.
Put it in the ground, it'll be a big plant.
I'm gonna watch it grow.
I'm gonna give it some water and time.
I'm gonna watch it grow.
It's gonna take a lot of sunshine.
I'm gonna watch it grow.
Sunshine, a little rain. Took some time and then it came.
Up from the ground it sprang.
Oh, watch it grow. One day a mother hen laid an egg.
I'm gonna watch it grow.
She kept it warm and kept it safe.
I'm gonna watch it grow.
Soon the little chick popped out to play.
I'm gonna watch it grow.
Fuzzy looking thing with wobbly legs.
I'm gonna watch it grow.
Sunshine in the morn. New life is finally born.
The little chick is safe and warm.
Oh, watch it grow.
Grandpa put me up on his knee, said,
I'm gonna watch you grow.
Then he read a Bible story to me, said,
I'm gonna watch you grow.
sunshine, a little rain.
God brought the life that came.
Up from the ground it sprang.
Oh, watch it grow.